What is going on, guys? Welcome to this video. My name's Hayden. So look, just last month, at the moment recording this, we did over 130,000 in sales with tens and tens of thousands of net profit in our UK account alone. Now, I don't do that to try and upsell you into some course or mentoring with me, because I don't do any of that sort of stuff. I just need to tell you, obviously, so that I'm credible. Otherwise, you're going to be like, who the hell are you listening to right now? So anyway, that's me. In this video, I want to talk to you exactly about why most people actually fail. Why most people fail with Amazon selling, from someone that has done it for around 4 years now, and gives this whole lifestyle that I've got, which is, by the way, don't live like some sort of rich man's lifestyle, because I live very below my means, just trying to save up and reinvest and be smart with my money. But yeah, it pays for my life and it pays for this flat in that I'm in at the moment, everything like that. So I want to explain why most people fail and how you can actually stop yourself from failing. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So it's 2024 now, okay? It's 2024, January 2024 is watching this video. No matter when you're watching this video, this is going to be relevant for the whole year, because the strategies that I do are generally like fixed. They're not going to change much for many years, that's for sure. Amazon's a very fast moving platform, and I'm actually much more of a fan of launching products and doing strategies that are sustainable. I don't want to put my effort into something that isn't sustainable. So I'm going to talk in this video exactly how you can have a sustainable, profitable, good Amazon business, and actually talk about a lot of the stuff that a lot of these online gurus are not actually talking about when they're trying to be, sort of, a lot of them, to be completely honest, one-sided to try and upsell you into their course or their mentoring program, when actually, because I don't sell any of that stuff, I feel like I can have quite an open-minded view and explain the whole situation of Amazon selling. So that's what we're going to dive into in this video. So there's many different strategies, as you know, with selling on Amazon. Or maybe you don't know. So you've got private label, which is where you're importing products. You've got online arbitrage, which is where you're buying products online, you and your VAs, and you're sending them to the fulfillment centers. Then you've got retail arbitrage, where you're actually going around shops and you're buying products yourself. Then you've got things like bundles, which is sort of similar to private label, depending on what you think, or similar to arbitrage. It's kind of arbitrage on steroids in a many way, because you can bundle together arbitrage or wholesale products, maybe even with a couple of private label products in it, and you can create them under your own brand. Now, a lot of you might not know that watching this, but it's definitely a way you can do it. And then you've got things like wholesale and brand deals. So the reason most people fail, in my experience, is that they try one of these strategies and it's either the wrong strategy for them, or they don't give it enough time, or they're in the wrong marketplace. So I'll be completely honest with you, all of these strategies, right, have equal potential. Now, some people won't agree with that, but it's true. And that's coming from someone that's sold for many, many years and know multiple people in the industry that sell. I know people that are successful, very successful, with retail arbitrage, with online arbitrage, with wholesale, brand deals, brand buying / wholesale stuff, bundles, unique bundles, private label, you name it, like handmade stuff. I know people in every single type of these models that are making it work. So with that evidence there that I've got, that must say that it's something else. Something else is more important than just the model that it's in. And that is actually the work that you put into it and how sustainable you can do a highly increased volume of work. A lot of people, I've mentioned this in my previous video, think that a lot of work is actually not that much work. They think that a lot of work is actually like launching one product a month or trying to open one supplier a month. The people that are really going for it, especially in the Amazon world, tend to actually put in far more effort than that. The only major con to an Amazon business, in my opinion, from my experience, is that it's very intensive. I think the closest thing I could actually compare it with is when people are working in the stock market and bankers and things like that. And there's just so much pressure in the environment at all times, because the marketplace is so fast moving and there's so much volume on there, which comes with so much competition. So let me give you an example. If you're going to go into wholesale in the UK, for example, you're going to have to put in a lot of work into opening suppliers, buying products, and then mainly monitoring cash flow, and then constantly putting new products in there. You're probably then at a later stage, if you really want to grow that, get your own website and then get your own warehouse and start managing teams and things like that. Most people can't do all that, so they stop and they're not willing to work at such low margins. And that's fine. Maybe that model isn't for them. But for those that it is for them, then that can be a really good business model, and that's completely up to you if that's the sort of model that you think. If we move on to something like private label, it takes more of a, you've got to be much more patient with your mindset, because it might take you 2, 3 or 4 months to launch a product, maybe even more. But that one product could do more revenue than the whole of someone's wholesale business and a lot more profit. But that's not guaranteed, and it takes a lot of sort of creative thinking and, you know, a lot of hardcore work that you're doing on your own, long hours into the evening, into the early mornings as well, and stuff like that. So, hey guys, just before we get back to the video, just a quick 20-second interruption to let you know that Awesome is sponsoring this video, and they've kindly offered me £100 off, link below, for their accounting services. I hate bookkeeping and accounting, so I get them to do it for me every single month, and I have done for years. I've been using these guys for a long time. And also there's another link there, £12 to set up a limited company and business bank account, which I used to do that for mine as well. So I hope that helps. Let's get back to the video. So if I was to summarize this, guys, I would say that you need to do a lot of in-depth research about what strategy matches your skill set, and actually how much patience you've got. You know, are you willing to do small margins and grow a wholesale business and deal with all them sort of cash flow issues that come with it? Or do you want a higher profit margin business that's going to take a lot more patience in terms of the creative side? Now, there's a lot more things to take into account with many different strategies and methods and all that sort of stuff. But I would have a long, hard think and research about what strategy you want to do, trying to avoid the overinflated hype about different industries from people that are trying to sell you into their sort of thing. Yeah, have a proper think about what strategy is right for you, what kind of business you'd like, and what sort of exit you would like in terms of, do you want to be able to sell a business? Do you want a business that you can just sell all your stock out at the end of it and just stock out, if you like? Because all of that stuff matters. The actions that you take now are going to be, you know, the results that you get in a few years' time. So I know it feels like you just want to make money right now, but you need to have a real solid think about the actual type of business that you want. And my advice would be that if you do want a proper brand, then put the work into that now, because it's very easy to get 2 years deep into online arbitrage, have relative success in your profit in terms of stuff like that. It's actually quite hard to then switch your focus onto building a brand. A lot of people say, oh, I'll do it in the future, but they never get around to it. And actually in that 2 years, rather than online arbitrage, they could have actually built a proper brand. So look, there's no right or wrong, but have a proper think, have a proper research, figure out what skill sets suit you, and yeah, all the best. Let me know if you've got any comments below, guys. See you soon.